Do you keep abandoning yourself or betraying yourself in relationships and you don't know what to do about it? You're not sure why or even how to stop? Well, today I want to talk about this with you so that way you can figure out why you do it and how to stop. Hi, I'm Heidi Lyn. I'm a pleasure strategist and intuitive energy healer, and I'm here to help you stop abandoning yourself, okay? I'm here to help guide you back to yourself so you can be fully embodied in your truth, living a life that lights you the fuck up, okay? So, why are you abandoning yourself in relationships? Why are you betraying yourself in relationships? And I'm going to say this with so much love because you allowing it, okay? And maybe that's not very good to hear, but that is it. You're allowing yourself to betray yourself. I can't sugarcoat shit and help you have positive change. So this is the real, raw, honest truth, okay? You're allowing it, but deeper than that, there is a pattern going on. There is something that you have adopted from a certain point in your relationship, or rather in your lifetime, that has shaped the way that you behave in relationships. And what I mean by that is, if you grew up in a household where you were constantly made to feel like you weren't good enough, that you weren't valuable, that you were too much, you were just too sensitive, like it could be just that you were too something, something that made you feel at your core you are not good enough. And that can come from our caregivers, from school, just our environments, and it can really wreak havoc on our sense of self-worth. And because we form then beliefs out of that, then we think to ourselves, oh, I'm not good enough as I am. And so we can go through our life, if not tended to and worked on, then it's going to continue to persist. You will continue to betray yourself in every relationship that you have, because that is just how you learn to operate. And so by you continuously going through the relationships and silencing yourself, not holding true to your boundaries or having any boundaries, and you keep just self-sacrificing for the sake of the relationship, for the sake of just keeping the peace, that is betraying yourself. And that is just from a wound of I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy. And so you try to make other people happy with you. It's a form of people pleasing, literally. And so when you are betraying yourself, you are in essence saying the other people's opinions of you are more valuable than the opinions of yourself. So maybe you don't think highly of yourself, and that's some work that you really need to invest in, okay? Because you will continue to betray yourself until you raise your standard and you raise your self-worth to have it where you don't tolerate that ever again from anyone. You don't tolerate that behavior from other people, to where you are being forced to choose. Or for instance, if you are in a relationship and you silence yourself a lot because you just rather keep the peace, that is betraying yourself, and that is betraying your truth. You deserve to be in a relationship that treats you as an equal, that treats you as valuable, because you are valuable. And it is important for you to first affirm that and assert that, because you are the one that's your own advocate. You are the one that will carry yourself through life, not this other person. Okay, so you must have self-worth within you to be able to feel good enough and worthy enough of fulfilling everything you want in life. Be treated the way you want in life. Because if you are allowing others to treat you poorly, take advantage of you, well, that's being treated poorly, but like take advantage of you, talk down to you, mistreat you, just not being a supportive person or a light in your life, if they're always talking down to you, if they're being a naysayer, like you don't deserve that, and they don't deserve you. Okay. So in order to stop betraying yourself, you need to get clear on your worth. You need to own your worth. You need to embody your worth. And this channel is all about embodiment, embodying our higher selves, embodying just the best versions of us. Okay. So you're embodying a version of you right now. There's a version of you that's stuck in scarcity, stuck in ill health, stuck in unhappiness, stuck in unfulfilling relationships, miserable. But there's a version of you that's living her best life, that's enjoying her relationships, that has the financial wealth that she wants, that is enjoying her life, that's at peace. Who are you embodying? Because first we have to identify, who are we? What do we want out of life? And getting really clear on that, owning that, being okay with that, letting go of what other people think about that, and start working to align our life with how we want it to be. It starts with identifying, and it starts with embodying. So you embody that version, that feeling of the person who is already living the life you want to live as you. So to stop abandoning yourself, to stop betraying yourself, do this. Get really clear on who you are. What are your values? What do you bring to the table? What do you like? What do you dislike? Get clear on all of those things. Those are really important. Set boundaries for yourself, or just set boundaries in general. What are you going to tolerate? What are you not going to tolerate? What are you tolerating right now that you won't tolerate anymore moving forward? And what do you want to start allowing into your life? Okay. So many times we're tolerating so much shit that isn't serving us, that just is energetically weighing us down, emotionally weighing us down. What are you carrying emotionally that you need to let go of? Okay. These are really important questions. So then you start to create this new version of you based on that. And the new version of you based on all of these things will not be the version of you that's tolerating one who betrays herself in a relationship. She stops betraying herself in a relationship. She holds her standard. Okay? I've had to go through this. I went through a 11-year abusive relationship. It was emotionally abusive. Then at the end of the year, or 11-year mark, in September 2014, it got to the point where it was just physically abusive. I took me and my daughter, who was 1.5 years at the time, a backpack, and we fled to a women's shelter for 4 months where I rebuilt our life from the ground up. Okay? So this is about you choosing you. You stop betraying yourself by choosing you. You put more value into yourself than the opinions and the judgments of other people about you. Does that make sense? You have to think of yourself more highly than what you think of the people that think about you. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make this just as clear as possible. Place more value on your own self-value of yourself than the opinions of others, is basically what I'm saying. Okay. And I had to learn that. And then, and then I thought I broke free from whatever. I thought leaving was healing. Okay. And then I went into another relationship about a year later. Didn't realize he was a mess, but now I know everything that I know from just all of my experiences. I created the book Magnetic AF to track the energetic blueprint to track the relationship you actually want. It's a mouthful, but it's literally explains it all. And after having my partner overdose and almost die in my arms from an opiate addiction I didn't know, on July 4th of 2020, my life woke up. It was like the catalyst for my life waking up. And I took myself on this healing journey. And one of the things I had to do was learn to love myself and learn to place more value about the opinion of myself than the opinion of than the value of other people's opinions about me. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that all, but so it took a process to do that. But one of the things that I'm encouraging you to do, one of the key things I always do with my clients is have them get very clear on who they are, their values, because that is your guiding light. That's your North Star, okay? What you like, what you dislike, what are your values? You need to figure those out, because that is going to help you navigate your life in alignment with who you truly are, so you can start living the most magnetic version of you, the most lit up life, okay, that makes you happy, okay? This is how you do it. This is the beginning. And if you want to have all the complete steps on how to do that, because it's a step-by-step guide to help you attract the relationship you actually want, yes, but it's way more than that. Like, my client and I have been working together for 7 weeks, and she increased her annual salary by $40,000, okay? She was making $40,000 7 weeks ago, and last Wednesday, a couple days ago, she just told me she was offered a job that's $40,000 more than she was making, and she negotiated $5,000 more than they offered, because she was self-advocating because of the work that we're doing. She believed in herself so much. She was advocating for herself. This is the power of the work, okay? Like, the book is magical, but nonetheless, just do this. Just do that work, okay? And then let me know if anything shifted for you in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm reading all the comments, and I'm sending you a lot of love and light, okay? I'm Heidi Lyn, signing off. If you like this, if you got value from this, drop a comment, subscribe, like. My goal is to drop at least a video a day, okay? It's a goal that I'm going after, because I really want to build a community. I want to get this information out. So yes, so here I am. I love you. Have a good one.